Hey guys, it's Kelly. So I took the plunge and I bought some succulents. I bought a bunch of succulents. My plan is to make a fairy garden with succulents, obviously. And yeah, so I'm going to show you what I bought. And each label comes with like a little description on how to take care of it and I guess where it comes from and stuff like that. So I'm just going to read that to you because I didn't know that and I thought this was really cool. I got all of these succulents from Lowe's, so you guys can check it out if you want to make your own fairy garden. So this is the first one. They call it a fairy washboard or Haworthia limifolia. This is native to South Africa. Forms rosettes of leaves in a spiral. That's interesting. Okay. Creating a whirling pinwheel appearance. Forms clusters in time. Okay. And it's a winter grower. Okay. Dormant in summer months. Protect from frost. Provide filtered light. Hardy to 32 degrees Fahrenheit to 5 inches. Water thoroughly when soil is dry. Okay. Oh, okay, maybe. Provide filtered light, hardy to 32 degrees Fahrenheit to 5 inches. Water thoroughly when soil is dry. Okay. And these labels are labeled as cactuscollection.com. So I guess they have all the different types maybe. And then that's something interesting. I'm going to go look that up and see what other types of cactuses maybe they have. And I can't really see the grower's name, but it's like Altman's Plants, Vista, California, and that's all I can read off of it. So some things I get to look up, which is interesting and cool. So this is the first one. It's got a little cluster going on. Very cute. Alright, so these were about $5. And these smaller ones were about $3.50. And this is a Crasula conjuncta. They're native to Africa. Leaves form large string of buttons. Water with caution in winter. Okay. Can lose roots if the soil stays cold and wet for too long. Protect from frost. Water thoroughly when soil is dry. Okay. So, that's a cute little one. I like how the tips are like a reddish orange color. And I just like it. They kind of remind me of lithops, just more leafy instead of like, I guess, what would the lithops be like? More rounded? Yeah, so it's cute. Alright. These were also about $5. They come with 4 little plants in it. And this is called a Sedum Litizia or Sedum hybrid. Drought tolerant, a hybrid of Sedum and Echeveria. Has upright growth with lime green leaves that get red tips in cooler weather. Okay. White flowers in winter. Needs well draining soil. Water thoroughly when soil is dry to the touch. Looks best with regular watering in hotter months. Okay, interesting. So yeah, so the red tips, I guess, come from colder weather, which is good because I live in the Northeast, so the red tips shouldn't leave. So these are these guys. Very cute. Alright, so the next one is called Sedum Gold Moss or Sedum Acre. Classic evergreen perennial. Ground cover is covered with showy yellow flowers in spring and summer. Okay. A perfect choice for the rock garden. Between stepping stones or on dry walls. Works well in containers and hanging baskets. Attracts butterflies and it's deer resistant. Okay, cool. Alright, that's really interesting. I really do like how this looks, and I hope this is an easy propagator because I want more of this. And I also want to see if this is hardy in my zone. I'm in a 7A/B zone, so I want to see if this will actually live outside because some sedums around me do when they come back each year. So very interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright. Now this one I have already as a larger plant. It's the Platyphilia Afra variegata, or the elephant bush, variegated. So this is rainbow elephant bush is a form of the South African green elephant bush. Mahogany colored stems are somewhat cascading and spread laterally rather than vertically. Okay, water thoroughly when soil is dry, protect from frost. So I have one of these. It suffered from some mealybugs, and I still have it. I cured it from the mealybugs, but I'm not going to use it in my fairy garden because just in case, you know, just in case. So I have this one. I also got the Jade version, just the regular elephant bush. It's drought tolerant, from Africa, known as speakboom by the natives. Can be 80% of the elephant's diet. Okay. Needs well draining soil, water thoroughly when soil is dry. Looks best with regular watering in hotter months. Tolerant of light frost, but best to provide protection. Okay, so that's interesting. This one gave me more information than the other one, so that's why I guess my variegated elephant bush survived the winter in my sunroom. So yeah, so I figure we could have little like tree-like succulents in my fairy garden. So yeah, we got these two. We'll do this one next. This is Senneco Rolianthus hybrid, or raindrops. Believed to be a hybrid of the familiar string of pearls, raindrops has pendant stems to 3 inches plus or larger, okay, with unusual tear-shaped leaves. It appears to be more robust than pearls. Water thoroughly when soil is dry, less water in the winter, protect from frost. So that's good to know because my string of pearls died. My small string of pearls that I had kicked the bucket again. So these guys are supposed to be hardier and harder to kill, so we'll find out. But I saw this and I was like, oh, look at this. I first thought it was a string of pearls, but then I read it and it's the string of raindrops. So good alternative. I prefer the hardier plants anyway. String of pearls. Okay, so then the next one is a Crasula Rubiterus, Crasula Rubiterus. Small stacking type Crasula from South Africa, found in semi-arid areas and often on cliff faces. Okay, leaves are chubby and triangular, blue-green with a red or yellow margin. Needs well-draining, porous soil, water when soil is dry. Okay, so I can see a little bit of blue, right? I don't want to touch it because then I guess that waxy coating comes off and then it's more green under it. And then the tips are supposed to get more yellowy red, so that'll be fun. I'm going to put this one next to this other Crasula I have. And I think there would be a nice kind of like little comparison between them as they grow to see the differences. So there's that. The next one is an Aloe Firebird. Drought tolerant when established. Aloe Firebird is a Shannon Lyons hybrid of Aloe Desconii and Aloe Thompsoni that forms a loose rosette to 6 inches in diameter with long, slender emerald green leaves with some small light speckles. Flowers are bright tangerine. Porous soil with adequate drainage. So I'm excited to see these guys bloom. a lot of these I didn't know bloomed, so hopefully I can get these guys to bloom and have a little fairy garden of succulents and blooms. That'd be really cool. So I feel like I'm running out of room to show you guys. Alright, the next one is called Sedum Firestorm, or Sedum Aurora. Drought tolerant when established, needs well draining soil, water thoroughly when soil is dry to the touch, protect from frost to prevent possible scarring, looks best with regular watering in hotter months. Alright, so I think this looks cool with like the browner, I guess brownish reddish tips. So very elongated leaves compared to the other ones. And just like cute. It's just cute, you know? Alright. We got another Crasula. This one is the Platyphilia. Drought tolerant when established. Native to South Africa. This spreading, climbing succulent has oval green leaves with red margins, intensifying in sun or cold. Best with regular watering during the growing season, but water thoroughly when soil is dry and prevent from frost. Okay, so not too much information, but that's what this one looks like. It's another little, like, more of like a tree-like one, so cute. Alright. So then this one is Pachyphytum Moon Silver. Drought tolerant when established, needs well draining soil, water thoroughly when soil is dry to the touch, protect from frost to prevent possible scarring, looks best with regular watering in hotter months. Okay, so these guys are more of like a lighter color, like more of that frosty color, which I think is a good comparison and a good contrast to the darker sedums. So it'd be cool to have these two kind of in there next to each other. Alright, what is next? We'll do this one. This one is called Grap Graphosedum Hybrid, California Sunset. Drought tolerant when established, forms rosettes with white star-shaped flowers and bluish-green leaves that blush pink, orange, in strong light. Excellent for rock gardens or as ground cover. Porous soil with adequate drainage, protect from frost. So this one has a lot of colors in it as well. So, and it's more of a pinker, where the other ones are kind of like more of a reddish, brownish, orange color. So I'm excited to see these. This is also, there was another one that I just read that said good in rocks. So that gives me ideas for the fairy garden. So it's very interesting and I'm excited. So, alright, we got 3 more. This one is called Sedum Aurora, or Sedum Rubiterus. Alright, drought tolerant. This cultivar forms a small shrubbery plant with erect stems that become trailing. Needs well draining soil, water thoroughly when soil is dry, looks best with regular watering in hotter months, protect from frost. So these I just thought were cool. They didn't look like any of the other ones they had. And I like how these are also like more erect and tree-like. And just look at them. Look at the little red balls. It's like little fingers. Little red fingers coming for you. It's cute. Alright. And so I also had to get a greener version of them. So this one is called Sedum Pork and Beans. That's what it says. Sedum Rubiterus. Drought tolerant, forms branching, cascading stems with glossy jelly bean leaves and yellow flowers. Needs well draining soil, water thoroughly when soil is dry, protect from frost, Looks best with some water in hot months. So look at that. And some of the leaves fell off, or I guess the jelly beans fell off in the dirt. So we're just gonna leave them. Oh, here it is, and see what happens. So, sorry. Oh, look at that. Look how cute. That is better than fingers. These are like little jelly beans. We've got some green jelly beans. We've got some red jelly beans, and they flower. So that's really exciting. So, and the last one, the one that I thought, that I saw and got me excited all about the fairy garden. Look at this one. It's called Watch Chain, or Crasula Rubiterus. Drought tolerant when established, native to Africa. Water with caution in winter, can lose roots if the soil stays cold and wet for too long. Needs well draining soil. Water thoroughly when soil is dry. Looks best with regular watering in hotter months. But look at this. I just really, I like how this looks. I like how it shakes, and just, it's so cool looking. It is so cool looking. I have no idea if any of this is focusing, but just look at that. It's like succulent grass. Like, look how cool. And it feels so cool too. Like, I just really like it. I saw this and I was like, oh, I can make a fairy garden with this. And then I saw all these guys and I went a little bonkers. Again, it was the day I was adulting and I had like an hour before work. And yeah, so I stopped into a Lowe's and I came out with all this. And yeah, so that's what happened. So this will all hopefully be in a fairy garden soon. I'll try to record it. But first, please give me ideas and how I should, which ones I should put next to each other, and if there's, what's going to look good, because I really don't know, and this is all kind of like just going with the flow. So yeah, let me know what are your ideas, suggestions on how I should do the fairy garden, and I'll see you around. Peace.